Hello, my friends. Today is June the 30th. And this is a psychic reading for you if this is your birth date, June the 30th. So, this is a reading that is 4 parts, a lens card to look at the year through, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balance, and an outcome or synopsis card. Approximately 7 to 10 minutes long. Bear with me. I do psychic readings, I do healing work. Check out my credits. I do a lot of internet readings. I do a lot of work out of my office in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Lens card for the year is the heart. And the heart is the bridge between the spiritual and the mundane, the everyday and the super sacred. The heart is the leveler between how you go forward and how you accept what is given to you in the world through your arms, through your heart, through your consciousness. The heart is a center that most of us want to dance in. We want to feel the love and connection that's in our heart, and a lot of times it's so easy to slip away from our heart. It's so easy when challenges occur. It's so easy when people get mad at us. It's so easy when dogs attack our dogs. It's so easy when the government doesn't feel like it's working for you and doesn't feel like it cares about you. It's so easy to drop our hearts and go into really hard and negative spaces and cold spaces, and we don't even often know it. And the way to often touch the heart is to go enjoy things of nature, and go enjoy things of children, and go enjoy things of creativity and music and sparking, and go enjoy things of poetry and writing and music and dance, and go and enjoy good conversations with people of like-mindedness, of good-heartedness, and doing things that lift one out of one's own pain and smallness, because we become small really easy, and we think we're the victims very easy, and we think we're the losers very easily, and we feel like we're going to lose what we love very easily, and a lot of the times that's not true. It's just projection. Sometimes it is true, and we have to understand from those levels too. We have to protect our heart, we have to protect our bodies. But we can't keep acting out of a negativity in our heart, and a madness in our mind, and an anger in our body, in our souls, that wants to fight back and protect itself at all costs, and may do more harm in the long run to our enlightenment than we really wish. So this is about recognizing your heart, and what's your heart really saying? How's your heart really want you to go forward? Not your head. How's your heart really want you to go forward with things that are challenging to you? How's your heart want to become balanced in the process? How's your heart need to remember how to give and receive, how to be both a vessel of beauty and one that receives beauty in exchange, how to lift one's body out of depressions and sadness and gloom and fear and judgments and guilts and shames, and come up into the heart and find the place where grief and laughter are the healing tones, where grief and laughter allow us to change, where grief and laughter allow us to rise above the smallness of ourselves in a lot of ways, and come to better places that are able to be more in the moment and more heart-centered. I mean, that's really kind of the whole situation. You want to be heart-centered, I feel, in this reading. You want to be heart-centered this year, but sometimes it's really challenging. Here's your challenge: the Knight of Pentacles. Just Knight of Pentacles is usually just plowing along, learning some kind of thing in their body, learning some kind of trade that's a physical trade, learning some kind of business, creating a farm, creating a business, creating a family, creating even works of art and works of being, anything that's physical in the world. The Knight of Pentacles can be so focused on it that they're shut off from other things, including sometimes your own emotions and your own ability to speak about what's going on for you. This is a doer. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who does. You do things, but your challenge is to do things right now. Why? Your challenge is maybe your heart is hurting. Maybe you feel confronted by someone who's stepping in your way and blocking you. Maybe you're facing some kind of bully. Maybe you're facing something inside of yourself that says, I don't know how to go forward with this. I don't know how to face my own pains. I don't know how to love myself and go forward with what I feel like I'm called to do and what I want to do and what I'm on some level itching to do on a physical level to create my world in the way that I envision it and feel it and touch it. So this is the action you can take. If someone is bothering you, opossum energy, play dead. You know, the great actors, play dead, play nonchalant, play uninterested. Don't feed someone else's pain. Don't feed someone else's negativity. They're only going to spark off of it and create more negativity thrown at you. If you feed it, you have to fight quite often. And, you know, most heart centered beings like us, we don't want to fight. We want to learn how to talk better. We want to learn how to communicate the depths of our pain better, you know. But being an energy of the earth, a pentacle, I'm a Virgo, being a pentacle, it's hard sometimes to understand how to give the right words, how to not put our words out in kind of not heart-centered ways, and, you know, attack back and you know, protect ourselves. And so our greatest protection, I think, for heart-centered people is quite often the ability to be a possum. You know, play dead, play uninterested, walk away. Don't give it the power, don't give it the energy, don't give it the sense that you're even interested. You know, to change someone's behavior is often to not act like they expect you to act. People do their behaviors because they expect to get a particular response back quite often. And in order to break that cycle and break that chain for somebody else, you have to give them a different response, one that they don't expect, one that they don't understand, one that they might have to walk away from going, what? So I think a possum is your power animal this year. A possum is your way to, you know, stay in your heart and not, you know, lash out at something or someone that doesn't feel like it's being fair to you and allowing you and listening to you and hearing you. Maybe some of that is your inability to speak, and that's always a work that we have to do. But, you know, one way to work through that is to find a way to be nonchalant and to act, you know, cut off from that energy that they wish for you to have. And here is that sense of synopsis, that sense of, yes, it might be a painful journey, but you ask for the light and ask for the heart and keep searching for your heart and keep finding the ways to be more loving to yourself and not bring more pain to yourself. And maybe that's looking for guidance. Maybe that's asking for divine help. Maybe that's asking for help from friends who align with you. Maybe that's asking for help from inside of yourself that says, I don't know how to do this. Give me the best lessons. Teach me how to talk my talk without throwing my anger and my pain and my resentment out, so that I can feel in my integrity and I can feel strong in my soul and I can feel connected to my heart. And, you know, heart-centered healing is really what this year is all about for you. So open your heart, open it to yourself, open to the other who might be in pain, because more than times they're just carrying some pain that you don't understand and you don't necessarily grok, and you don't know why it's being thrown at you. So maybe you just need to open a big conversation with somebody who's in your way. Maybe you need to sit down and be honest with somebody about what's going on. Maybe that's a particular way for you to go about. But oftentimes you need to break the cycle first so you can actually then sit down. So, you know, take that possum energy. Play dead, play nonchalant, play uninterested. Let them, you know, work through something that doesn't make sense to them, and then maybe can go up and talk to them from a different level, one that's not about, you know, victimization, one that's not about oppressiveness, one that's not about stopping somebody else for some reason that's in your own soul. I'm talking about them. Well, maybe too. So this is about remembering your heart and remembering that your heart really wants to love, and remembering that your heart really wants to connect with beings and be at peace and be in love and be in joy and not fight. We don't want to fight. Sometimes we need to, but most of the time we don't. So blessed be.